really don't like gear reviews, and I don't know that I don't know why I feel like I've got to do one. Maybe more of a reminder for myself the next time I go for a day hike or a half a day hike in the Everglades. So I'm going to rip through my gear. First thing that I did is I brought this hat, so I'm going to put that on right now so that I can clip my GoPro to my forehead, and we can go through this gear. All right. First things first, the heaviest bit that I had was this water. I could have made water on the trail. There's plenty of it at this time of year. I started off because I didn't have any smart water bottles with me, and in order to get my Sawyer primed, I needed one. And then, of course, I need the nozzle. Anyways, it was just better to have the water with me than to have to go and make it. If it were an overnighter, I'd be making it. Watching Team Z-Packs. The old Asian hat trick looked like a cool idea. This actually does work. I may remodel this thing. Instead of using duct tape, I'm going to use Velcro. This will also become a sitting pad if you fold it over. A head on your forehead. Protect you from the NSA as well as the radiation. And I probably need to replace this cordage with a better grommet or whatever they call those things to cinch to my face. Never got to wear this. It was never that hot, but this might actually be better than bringing a baseball hat, except my camera won't clip on that. I was planning on bringing a schmog. I think I left it behind. I have micro towels, bandanas, that sort of thing, so this was kind of a waste. Also, while I could use that to keep the mosquitoes away, I have a Cedar Summit mosquito net, which has the insect guard, so yeah, that would work too. I was planning on bringing my seating pad. This was kind of a waste. I had it in my pack. It doesn't weigh anything, but I've got the hat, which could be used as a seating pad. This serves one purpose. The thing about a seating pad during the summer in the Everglades is that it's just too damn wet. There's no place to sit, so a pad's not going to help you. Which brings me to the point that one of the pieces of gear that I was really missing was a stool. There were times on the trail when we just decide to stop and rest. My other companions had chairs, really light and cheap chairs, and so they could just plop down just about anywhere they wanted to. Well, I didn't have the same luxury. A couple of micro towels. These are actually kind of big for the purpose. I would normally have strung this on my pack, but I ended up just stuffing it in my pocket. Anyway, it's too big for my pocket. I was told, or it was suggested to bring a hammock, so I brought my Eno. This thing's just too damn big and heavy. I think it's 2.5 pounds. Straps, crazy. I also have a Yukon tarp, which I also brought with me. I wasn't quite sure if that was going to be valuable to provide some shelter from the sun. I ended up getting a Cedar Summit compression sack, and it all fits in here now. I've replaced the hammock with Featherlight from Yukon as well. Those guys are making some cool stuff. I just wish they had more information online, a couple more how-tos. All right, first aid kit. You know, there's not much in here. It's a first aid kit. It's got my emergency fire kit. I never use this. Trowel. The Oasis Ranger Station has a very nice restroom, public restroom. We were only gone for 5 hours total. There was no point in pooping in the woods. These were the tent stakes for my tarp. Didn't use those. I had a bunch of food. Probably had 2 days worth of food, or at least a day and a half's worth of food. Close to 2,000, 3,000 calories. Didn't eat a damn thing on the trail. Let's see what's in here. Clothes. Yeah, here's a change of socks and an extra t-shirt. After 5 hours, there was just no point. Jacket. I treated this with bug repellent. I think I would still bring this. It didn't rain on us. The weather report was pretty damn clear. But this would have offered some protection from additional bugs had I had a problem with it. But that was just never an issue. And in fact, because this is a non-breathable jacket, I would have been sweating my ass off, and that would have created a different kind of problem. I had my Sawyer water kit. Of course, I had 4 bottles of water, almost 2.5 liters, 7 pounds worth of water. I don't know that this would have been necessary. Again, kind of a waste. Hey, I brought my spork with me. I like this little spork. It's kind of cool. It's got some problems. It's got grooves and things on the bottom and the back, and when you start to eat like this, your food gets jammed up in here. So it's not very clean. I really should just have brought my titanium spork. This is kind of cute, but it's not meant for this. Everyday carry. This was holding on my water bottle, keeping it on the pack. Yeah, whatever. Everyday carry knife. I actually did hang this compass and whistle around my neck. We were slow moving. We were doing some trail maintenance, so this was kind of meaningless. The button compass just needed to point south. We went north for a bit, turned around, and came south. The rest of my EDC was kind of a waste. Didn't need a redundant whistle or a redundant compass or even a bushcraft knife. Terrible waste. This was probably the most handy thing I brought. This little lanyard and beaner, when slung around a tree, allowed me to hang my backpack from a tree so that it wouldn't actually sit in the water. Now, I really didn't care because my backpack is waterproof, and for the most part, it's going to float if it's closed. If it's open and I'm trying to get stuff out of it, this was kind of nice just to hang from the tree. Oh, yeah. All right. I only used this once, which is sunscreen on my face. Did this before we entered the trail, and then I sprayed myself with this stuff. Have to be careful with this. I sprayed it in my hair as well, and I sweat a lot on the trail, and some of the bug repellent got into my eyes, I think. Of course, I just wiped it with a micro towel and moved on. Since I didn't go pooping in the woods, didn't have a chance to use my pooping towelettes. What else? And since I didn't eat, I didn't need to wash my hands either. What a waste. All right, so the bag. This is a great bag. It weighs about 3 pounds, and that's my only complaint about it. Next time we go into the Everglades, I'm going to use an ultralight pack. Screw it. Get wet, get wet. Clothing, wigwam socks, good stuff. Long sleeve, Columbia synthetic shirt, great. Convertible pants, great. And Fishio undie pants, also great. No mechanical problems with the clothing. The only challenge was that some of the sticky things, not the round ones with the barbs, but the long ones with the barbs, stuck to the shirt, and sometimes they would penetrate and then poke me in the skin. That was kind of a bane. It stuck to both the pants and the shirt. If you're going to hike in the Everglades, you just have to go with long pants. Also missing from my gear were gaiters. I was wearing fairly tall, shin-high tactical boots. They got soaked, water nestled in the bottom. There's very little drainage from the bottom of the boot, but my feet were in the water most of the time, so that was sort of senseless. The gaiters themselves, very useful. Probably a very good idea. Next time I might choose a different type of shoe, and then use the gaiters for sure. The terrain in the water, the rocks and pointy things and sticks and things to trip over, you got to bring your hiking poles with you. That's just, you can't go without that. And I think that pretty much covers all of my gear and lessons learned. Take a look at the notes, the project notes. I'll copy the contents from the trail, and that'll probably supplement the rest of this thing. Thank you.